Of course. Yes. Stay on the line. Yes. Thank you very much. Oh my God. For all of those that are involved, that have given time for this channel, I do want to thank you. I'm very happy with this part of my research and direction in leadership of the African community here in America and abroad. The thing I want to talk to you about, of course, is nature's nanites, nature's nanotechnology. I think it's something that you should know that is with us. I've had trouble, I want to apologize. I've had trouble with this system on my computer. I've had trouble with it, so I want to apologize to you for that, and I'm thankful for your patience and whatnot. So I'm happy to be back on for us to talk about nanotechnology as it relates to nature's nanotechnology. That way we're not putting foreign agents inside of our bodies. I don't think it's safe. I don't think it's safe for the neural factors of the brain, nor the body. I think at some point it will work against us because it's artificial intelligence. So I know right now we're causing a storm in the science world, you know, when they see this, because I'm sure some will have problems with it or whatnot. Or some of the individuals that I know that are connected to nanotechnology and research. As you know, I've been connected to nanotechnology for some time. Those of you that are familiar with my my work in science, medicine, and technology, I think that nanotechnology is a good exterior for us. I think it's good exterior, but I don't think it should be put within the body, because at that point, it can control neurotransmitters. And by controlling neurotransmitters, then it can have an effect on us. This is the reason why I'm going into this next level of health for us. You know, just to say, you know, to get back to the basics, we should eat healthy. We should, it should be non-GMO products, non-GMO. They're making meat now in the lab. So there's so much going on that we just don't know about. So much going on. So we have to be very, very careful. I want you to be careful. I want you to be careful, brothers and sisters. I want everyone under the sound of my voice, when you hear this recording, I just want you to be very, very careful. Now, we do have natural nanites that come from fresh foods. In other words, there are, I like to call them nanobots. Nature bots, whatever you want to call it, natural bots, whatever you want to call it. Coming from fruit and vegetation, things of that nature that will fix us. If we have illness, sickness, everything from cancer and all of that. If we live and eat healthy, even with our thoughts, even with our words, don't even say words that are negative. Words that are negative, don't even say those. It carries the wrong kind of energy from us, and you know, it not only damages us, but it damages the individual that it touches and reaches. So we have to be wise. We have to be wise about that. Now, in the Black community, brothers and sisters, we need to practice this at such a rate. We need to practice it at such a rate because we really need it in our community. We really, really need it in our community. I know my smoke detector is on. You know, he was telling me that I need to change the smoke detector, brother. Is it too loud? I gotta get that out of there. I gotta get that out of there. I'm gonna do it, but it would make this show memorable. But the next time you hear me, I want to have it in there. I don't know how I'm gonna take it out. I've had trouble with it. So let me tell you that. But it's good to see you again, Kim Heru. It's good to see you. I'm sorry that it's distracting. I'm going to take care of that. Now I'm really, really going to take care of it. So, but I do think it's good to see you. I haven't seen you in some time. It's certainly good to see you. Sorry that it's distracting. I do need to get it out there. I got to figure it out. The battery and all of that to change it, and it's like nothing's working. You have any ideas? Any ideas? Anyone out there? Any ideas? I mean, I could just cut it off, cut the wires off and whatnot, right? Yeah, I could just do that. That's a thought. That's a thought. But I'll definitely get to it. Definitely get to it. Salam alaikum, Derek Witherspoons. Brother, salam alaikum. Good to see you. And it's good to be back with the good focus and direction. Now we have a clinic coming up, brothers and sisters, that is here. You'll see the address to it, toward the information. And this is the ultimate focus, because we have herbal pharmacy, actual pharmacy that is herbal. And we have the right mix of individuals that are trying to do non-GMO healing. So it's coming from plants, and even certain plants that you can mix together. You can't do that. A lot of people don't know it. A lot of people don't know it. So, oh yeah, definitely. I'm not, I don't let Taharka disturb me. I've got to keep pushing, This is bigger than him. It's bigger than him. Our movement is bigger than him. I love Black people. So I just, I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about that. But I'm about helping the community. We have to do that. We have to, all of our time and everything has to be focused on that. We got to be focused on that. And again, I want to apologize for the smoke detector. Now that you all said it, I pay attention to it. Normally, I lock it out. I just lock it out of my mind. Since you said it, it's really, really getting loud. So, but back to the subject, and I want to talk to you about, this African-centered psychiatry and medicine, and also the history of African-centered psychiatry and medicine, the history of herbal medicine, and what it means for us. What it means for us. There are a lot of individuals that have stores. They have these herbal stores, and they don't exactly know or study the plants. So it's having an effect on our people. And it's good that it's herbal. I applaud that, but I don't applaud them not researching. They need to research each plant and understand that you can't mix some plants together. You can't mix some plants together. That's very, very important. Very important. Because if someone has, for instance, a pregnant woman, you can't give her rosemary. You can't give her rosemary or rose hip. You can't give it to her because that can abort a baby. It's just something as simple as that. Something as simple as that. And then if they're taking, and some people do it, if they're taking medicines from pharmacy, which is, I call GMO products, medicines, GMO products that are intended for cure, over-the-counter medicines. And if you mix that with some plants, then you can cause death. So we have to be familiar with these things, and what we're doing. We have to be familiar. So this is the new information that we're putting out. And with training, there's a training for anyone that wants to learn. If you want to learn herbal medicine, there's a school. We have it. I'm going to put that on the web. It took us some time to organize it because you had to get the people together to teach it. You had to get them together to teach it. But we do have it now, and so you can get the training and get a piece of paper for the training, and it's recognized. Paperwork is recognized. So that's a good thing. It's a very good thing. So I want you to know that since I've been away, I've missed the brothers and sisters that I normally confer with on the web. I want to be jumping on. I'm going to be aggressive. We have, if you look on this, take time to read the information that we put out on this, you'll see all of the information that I'm speaking of. Also, you'll see special days that we've set aside where we'll have actual open house in this new clinic. You have open house. You'll have there's certain days, a whole week, where we'll be greeting and meeting people. We'll also do it virtually so you can see it. We'll also be doing it virtually so you can see it. Also, we have lectures that we're going to have in this area. So the lost and found lectures that we'll have in this area is going to encompass an entire history that deals with Africa. And it's also going to be interlope entire history that deals with Africa and what we've lost, but we're also beginning to gain things back because a lot of people right now are conscious, they're African-centered, and I'm thankful for that. They're conscious and African-centered so that we can learn. Here's the school. It's called the School of should have put African Herbal, School of African. It's important that we say African because they have a lot of people trying to do everything. It's important we say African herbal medicine. African herbal medicines. Okay, and you can hope that the medicines you see for every kind of health that involves us, all of us, whether it be brain, kidney, organs, bone, all of these things. But the most important thing is a healthy diet. And also, we're going to be talking about pain suppression. Pain suppression, opposed to regular medicine. You use herbal medicine and pain suppression. Well, you're able to, because of herbal medicine, that you don't have, your neuroreceptors don't have this over-the-counter medicine or the GMO medicine, what I call it, recognized with pain suppression and herbal medicines, you'll be able to live a functional life. A lot of the elderly people used to do this. A lot of them used to do this. And so now, we can get back into the swing of these things. I'm just a point of humor, brothers and sisters. I hear this even more so now that you guys have said it. My colleague said it. Yeah, she told me, it's like, this smoke detector is loud. How do you do it? I block it out. I've blocked it out. So I'm going to apologize to you for the smoke detector. And I apologize for that. I apologize. Yeah, I'm going to put that in the comments. I apologize for the, what is it? Should I say the annoyance of the smoke detector in the background. Right. All right. And I'm going to get something done about that. I'm going to fix that. I just want you to know I'm going to get something done about it, and I'm definitely going to fix it. So this, I put those links in there. But I encourage you to go and look at it. Look at the educational study, which also involves history and everything, and you'll see a certificate for the associate degree programming all the way down at the bottom, where you get a chance to look into that. So really pushing this because I think our people should have it to understand it. We've trained over 600 people. Now we're trying to pilot equivalent amount of people. So in this pilot program, that you can open up your own herbal pharmacy. That's what I would like to see. Our own herbal pharmacy where we're helping our people. So I would really, really like to see that. And I think it would be a good move for us because we have these things in our community. You know, in the Black community, we have liquor stores on every corner. Every corner. And we talk about health, then we can get something done about the liquor stores and all of that. We can get something done about it if we talk about health. And so we're gonna, this purpose of this show is just to tell you, you know, what's coming up, and we'll be discussing and teaching. We'll have lectures. So we will be active really 6 days a week, because on Sundays from 2 to 4, I intend to go into lecture for our community. And then 6 to 8 evening lecture. So we organize it so we have groups that come each time. I've organized that purposely. And during the week, of course, we're gonna be putting out our information. We're gonna be serving the public. When you come in, you'll get top herbal medicine, top things from the herbal pharmacy. Not only that, we hold classes to teach you how to make these things in the lectures. On the lecture classes, which is like Saturday and Sundays, you get a chance to learn how to make these things. You know, I think that you should know how to make it. It's not always about the money. It's not always about the money. Yeah, you need money, you know, but there are enough people in this world for you to train people and still be able to get by. So I want us to be positive. I want us to be regulatory in our community. But more than anything else, I want us to be aggressive in fixing the community. That's revolutionary. The marketing and all of that stuff is outdated. We've got to rebuild decent business within our community, and it's going to serve our people. For instance, if women want to have babies at home, they should be able to have babies at home. With our training and teaching, you'll be able to do it. And not only that, you'll be able to make anesthetics and all of this other stuff that you need. You'll be able to make these things yourself. You'll be able to prepare a safe space for a woman to have children. You'll be able to fix broken arms, reset them, learn how to reset them, bandage them, be able to make casts out of cardboard, things of that nature. Hardened cardboard, you can make casts out of it. It's natural products. Natural products. If someone breaks the leg, you'll be able to reset their leg and use herbal medicines as anesthetic. So it's not just personal use, but it's community use too, and mass casualty use. You know, if it's something serious, someone has hurt themselves, someone's losing oxygen, for instance, you'll be able to make a caffeine, what I like to call a coverall, which is a pad where you could put on their nose and help their breathing, literally help their breathing. Caffeine puts a rush through the system. Or give them a caffeine pill, come from the bean, and put that under their tongue to help them, give them a burst. You know, works the same as epinephrine, but it's natural, all herbal. Be able to fix ulcers, remove keloids. There's a lot of keloids that are coming up. We can remove keloids. We've done it. Wish I had a picture I could post up there. I'm not that savvy or whatnot, but I do know on the site, one of the sites that I gave you, the picture of us. Transmitted diseases, we remove those. We can give you a cleanser that works as well as any doxycycline or any azithromycin or any mitocycline. I mean, it works the same way. You don't have to go to the health department and be embarrassed and exploit yourself and all of that. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. It works. It works, you know, very, very well. So, you know, it's a lot of breakthroughs, a whole lot of breakthroughs. And it's nothing new, right? Because Sebi told us about all of this, right? Sebi, he's a leader in all of this. He's a leader. And so he paid the price, unfortunately, telling us something that would help us. You know, African people need African diets. That's what you and I are, African. We're African, not African-American, we're African. We can be Afro-American, people who are from Africa, enslaved here and brought to America, and people who were subjected under oppression as far as the Africans that were here prior to the slave trade, right? Because that's where the Native American come from, the Native African American, right? A Nam, right? You heard on Django when Samuel Jackson's character said, what's that Nam doing on that horse? Native African American, that's where the term comes from. So, and I'm not gonna get into that very deeply, but just so you know. So, but African people need African diets. This is what we need. We need African treatment. We need African medicine. We need African therapy. That's what we need. We need these things. We need these things. So we have to get serious about our health because there's a war. When you go to talking about nanotechnology and nanites being put in our body and things like that, brothers and sisters, this is chemical, biological warfare. You just have to look at it that way because your body has everything that it needs. Everything that it needs. We don't need anything outside the body coming within the body. I just want you to know that. I know you already know. You already know. I'm not telling you anything different because you already know. So this is our area of study. The African diet, African treatment, African medicine, African therapy. There are already nanites in healthy eating. Every fresh vegetation has its own nanites. That's what fixes the stuff in you. Now, the nanites are nothing new. Nanotechnology is nothing new. It was already borrowed from nature. Nature has all the nanites and nanotechnology you ever need. All of them. Now, I have made little drones for other reasons that I won't go into. But I will say this, we need to be watching those who are watching us. I'll just put that way. So this is our area of study, though. It's African-centered psychiatry and medicine. We offer also family and individual counseling. Remember, psychiatry and medicine. We have to, even with our professionals, we have to be in a professional mind. Our mindset, we have to be in a professional mind. We need Black people in front of us that are professional to help deal with our crisis. We need our own people to deal with our own crisis. That's not racism. That's culturalism. We need our people. No matter where you go, the Mexicans have their own people, the whites have their own people, the Indonesians have their own people, right? We Africans, we need our own people. We need our own people to help us deal with our own issues. We offer family and individual crisis, parenting class, couples counseling if you need that, right? Couples counseling. We offer I like to say intimate therapy for couples. Everything that intimacy involves. Everything that intimacy involves. We help with that. Clinical psychotherapy and also veteran-centered counseling. A lot of our brothers and sisters that are veteran, they've been left out. It's just left out. And families destroyed, veterans and families. Families destroyed, the veterans destroyed, and the families destroyed. You can't go off to the military or go off to fight a war and come back the same and come back sane. You can't do it. You'll come back insane, but you can't come back sane. So we treat the mind and the body through herbal medicine, but there are little to no negative effects on the body or the temple because you're hydrated. Hydration takes care of the side effect, such as distilled water. We also teach you how to make that. You can make distilled water in your home. We have classes on that. How to purify water. We have classes on that. Why is this important, brothers and sisters? Because the time may come when you're not able to go to the store or not allowed to go to the store to get things to continue your life. So it's important to purify water. It's important to catch rainwater and purify, distill part of it, and solar cleanse part of it in glass jars, which we talk about that as well. We teach you how to make, in the sense of science, solar panels. They're not hard to make. Teach you how to make solar panels, all of that. When you go to this class, it's going to teach you so much because you're going to need something to sustain yourself, your energy for your home use and all of that. Teach you how to make log cabins. We have a group of people that can make that. You make money. This is a way for you to make money. And a lot of people are looking for tiny houses, looking for log cabins, right? Get your little piece of land. Brothers and sisters come together, buy about 5 acres of land and put your whole community of log cabins on there and live naturally from nature, using well water and all of that. So there's a method to this. Well, I won't say madness because this isn't madness. It seems like madness to some people when you talk about building up the Black community and taking care of the handicaps within our community. It seems like madness, but it only seems like madness, you know what I'm saying, because they're not in that right mindset. So we treat the mind, body, and soul through herbal medicines, where there are little to no negative side effects. And we pray that God, Allah, has blessed you. And we know that he has, because he created all the stuff in nature. So we treat keloid scarring. That's one thing I talked about before. Surgical and non-surgical, we treat all skin disorders. We treat bone fractures. We talked about that, right? Because that's very important. Bone fractures, bone breaks, being able to reset bones, whether it be the arms, the legs, or whatnot, and teach you how to make casts, right, out of cardboard, shredded cardboard. We take that and natural glue products that comes from nature, and you're able to make a cast, a very hard cast that will work. And for children, you can make light cardboard casts that work for them too, in case they damage their wrists and things of that nature. So it's so much that can happen. So we offer also treatment for erectile deficiency syndrome. We offer treatment for that. We have the plants that do it. So anyone that knows about that, brothers and sisters, please, if you want to know anything about that, just send it in. You know my email. I'm going to send both of them in the line. Just send that in, and we can help you. We can certainly help you. Also, on the other end of that, with all due respect, and I say this toward our sisters, we know a lot of sisters have a great problem when they're with their spouse or mate or whatnot. We handle that too. We handle that too for you in the light of heightened pH, and I'll just leave that where it is. But we handle that as well. Also, therapies that involve intercourse for those in relationships. And we our desire in our prayer is that you're in a healthy and right relationship. That's our desire in our prayer. And remember, what you put out, if it's negative, it has an effect on you. It has an effect on the individual. It has an effect on the atmosphere you're in and the community that you're in. So we have to be positive. We have to be positive in what we put out. If it's not good, don't say it. It's plain. If it's not good, don't say it. And if you do that and practice that, then this faith and mindset will be like water to seeds. With the right conditions, it will grow into something that you can use for the edification of yourself and your life and your community. So I just wanted to say that. We treat gunshot wounds. I love showing people how to do that. We can save lives in the Black community when we're the ones cutting and shooting one another anyway. Brothers and sisters have nothing else in their mental palette except programs, blueprints of death. Then they spend a lot of time cutting and shooting one another. But brothers and sisters, if we put the right mindset in their mind, their mental palette, then they'll create behaviors of life opposed to behaviors of death. So we can control the problem within our community if we get together and, take time out with these brothers and sisters who are dealing with problems, who've come from not so steady foundations, but through us, through the village, through the community, through the village society, they'll be able to regain what they've lost and rebuild themselves up. So that's very important. And remember, the Nation of Islam have seen all types of people. The churches, by and large, have seen all types of people. But the constant teaching and philosophy can change a life. And to be more aggressive, to be able to have counseling with these individuals and take our time with them, we can make an awesome difference. You can make an awesome difference. And I encourage you to do that, because there's no sense in you delivering herbal medicines or herbal treatment or anything natural, any kind of natural healing, if you're not in the right mindset. They're going to see that, and your power will be non-existent. Non-existent. You can't help anyone if you're not in the right spirit, the right heart, and the right mind. So the key thing is the holistic environment, the holistic soul, and the holistic mind. That's the key area in the body, holistic body. So we teach to manage gunshot wounds, remove foreign objects. We treat stab wounds. Teach you to manage stab wounds and remove foreign objects. Prostate and urinary tract infection. I want to talk about that very quickly, because this is something recently I found out while researching and actually observing it being done. With pomegranate and cranberries in its purest form, we can reorder the priorities of a damaged kidney and a damaged liver. And now I'm very happy about that, because it kills the dialysis machines. We're treating kidney disease and kidney failure with the same thing, and it literally stop people from being on the dialysis, or they can get off of dialysis with this help, if they're not that far gone with this healthy practice. But with hydration, still, there's something that can happen. And I've seen it. And much of it now, I believe strongly, but part of it is still theoretical. So I want to work on that, but I still want to talk to you about it. We treat and cure sexual transmitted disease. We have elixir for that. Chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, HIV, and AIDS. I didn't believe it could be done until I actually saw it done. And I heard Dr. Sebi talk about it, but I was never in a situation where I saw it. Now I'm in a situation where I've seen it. Drastic turnarounds. I've seen that. With the training, you'll be able to see it too, and be able to make the products. I want you to be able to make it, to attend the school, make the products, or if not, just listen online. Anytime we come on, just listen, and maybe the things you'll learn there. I want you to learn. I care about you. No different. I haven't changed. I care about you definitely. So we treat and cure mental illness and behavioral illness. With melatonin, we've had great breakthroughs with the way that I make it. Not the way that the store products, the store-bought herbal medicine, store-bought over the counter is doing it, but the right way. And I like to show you the right way, because a lot of our brothers and sisters have mental illness, and this is the reason why they're cutting and shooting one another and fighting and killing one another because of that. Trying to sabotage and manipulate one another because of that. So I just want to make you aware that dementia, Alzheimer's disease, we can do something about it now. Memory stagnation, memory loss, ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, right? Which is in a sense not a real illness, was sort of put in our community, but hyperactivity can be so a child can get in the classroom and learn, can be modified. Now we homeschool, right? Many people in the nationalistic community homeschool. And it will help them there too. But if some of you are still allowing your children to go to public school, I say allowing it, because the choice is yours. If you're allowing your children to go to public school, then this can help them. Melatonin can help them sort of calm down. And there's another mixture in there is basic caramel that can also is a sedative because it handles dopamines for the brain. Natural caramel. It's about natural. And there is a way, plant-based. Okay, plant-based when I say natural. It handles autism and spectrum autism disorder. And I know that because I applied those and have the test to show it. Treat colds, cold symptoms, virus symptoms, disorders, vaccine, symptom disorders, to include COVID and monkeypox, if that's the case. Okay, so you have to be careful what you say on YouTube, because man say the wrong thing and they'll take it all down and all this work goes in vain and the people can't get the knowledge. So I can't wait till we get our us tube, right? They've got YouTube. We need us tube, right? Our tube, something. We need something. So did you know, here's a question. Did you know that capsaicin seed in the right quantity and mixture can treat herpes, chlamydia, gonorrhea, and syphilis? Yes, it's an antibiotic. So, but you go on this site and oh man, you'll see a lot of good information. A lot of past, present, and future that would just do great things for you. So I was able to touch some of the site. Just asking that you go and visit and get on it, and you'll be able to get the information that you need to get help. You'll be able to get that information. So I'm just very thankful with this. I apologize for the interruptions that I had earlier trying to set the dates and time for the evening. I had great interruptions, so I've got to do something about that. Then I've got to do something about the smoke detector. Got to do something about it. It is annoying. And I mean, when I tone it out, I don't hear it, but the fact that we're on here now, I can hear it. So I'm going to do something about the smoke detector. And I want to thank our brother Heru for being open and honest enough to say something about it. But brothers and sisters, I do want to thank you. I want to thank you very much. I think I put out as much information as I can put out about this. But I want you to get involved. I really want you to get involved. I want you to come to our virtual open house. So you'll be able to see the people there and whatnot, and get involved in the class too. Don't let anyone distract you. All of us have a gift. All of us are working, and it's not about us. It's about the community. It's not about us. Certainly not about us. It's about the community. And we'll get ready and get involved in the community so that we can be a force in the community, a positive force. Too many of our children are killing one another. Too many of our people are dying in the hospital. Too many mothers and children are dying. Infantile and maternal mortality rate. A lot of them are dying. And Sister Joanna X put that out. She does a great synopsis on it. It's great, and it has a great book on it. Many of you should get it. Should get the book. It has a great book. It's very, very informative. Very informative, and you should get it. The birthguru.org. I'm going to put that in there. Birthguru.org. And I think it's a great place to go. Birthguru.org. So you can get on there and be able to see some things. You can it's a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff on there. That is it. Thebirthguru.org, I believe. Let me do that again. Thebirthguru.org. Thebirthguru.org. Okay. I believe that's it. And again, some great stuff is put out over there. I hope I get it right. But go and see it. It's a lot of good stuff on there. Let me see if I can try to research it. I like to make sure all the information is right. I don't want anything to go out unnoticed. Because we need everything. We need good knowledge. We need all that we can get. We need all that we can get. The good knowledge that will help us, help our community, and all of that. We need it. We need so much. There's so much that we don't. And I just think we take so much for granted. You know, in the Black community, we really take so much for granted. So much for granted. You know, I know it gets tiresome and all of that. I'm sure that it gets tiresome. Because like every time you turn around, you got to be fighting for something. Every time you turn around, you're fighting for something. So I know it's got to be tiresome. I believe it. But we have to keep on fighting, you know, keep trying to do our best. Have to. And if we do that, then we can pass the knowledge down to our children, be able to weather the storms that we face on our own. We'll be able to do that. And that's my, you know, I would like to see that for the Black community. That's what I would see. I'd like to see us do that. I believe that's it. That's information that I would like to put out today. I want to thank you for looking at this, those that will look at it and everything. I appreciate you very much. Appreciate you in so many ways. And I look forward to coming back to you. I'm going to push this every day just to get into the role of things, to cover a lot of stuff that we should be covering on a basic level. And then after that, we'll have set days during the week. So I invite you to join me. I'm thankful. And I'll see you again tonight sometime. I think it may be 11. I believe it may be 11:30 or something like that. Tonight, I'll see you tonight. We'll be running it again and putting out information. So look forward to seeing you all then, and hopefully we won't have any interruptions. But if all the same, I'll see you guys tonight, and guys and women and men, excuse me, women and young men. I'll see you all tonight, and elderly, everyone that can understand this, even children to adults, with parental guidance. But we don't say anything out of the way. We're very respectful, but I intend to see you tonight. If all goes well, I can get this machine together, you know, this computer, and we'll talk about the same thing. So I'm very, very, very thankful before you again, and I send out positive vibes and feelings and glue for all the families to stay together. All of this, you know, go through your troubles, but come out together on the other end. Have some understanding from the other end, so that we're not divided. Have some sense of unity on every level. This is positive. Desire for education as a community, desire for religion as a community. It doesn't have to be the same religion, but we bear witness that there's one God, right? He has many messengers, and Muhammad is his messenger too. As long as that message is talking about building up the people and being real, and it's concerned about all communities, especially the Black community, then I'm with you. Brothers and sisters, as you put this information out, I'm with you. So thank you again. Thank you very much, and look forward to speaking with you very, very soon. As I said before, come in peace. Peace be unto you. And this English means peace be unto you. But in Arabic, assalamu alaikum. I say thank you. The French will say merci. So the Spanish PSYO, and they would say gracias. So in all of these languages, that means peace and thank you. I really do. So I look forward to seeing you again very soon.